This is some cool gargoyle statues.
Ah, a new guest in our court. Welcome, stranger, to the humble halls of King Sagremore's castle. Are you here to seek an audience with the king and queen? Many are eager to see them, though most are the old regulars. I'm sure their highnesses will be pleased to see a new face. We haven't had many guests of late.
Well, first of all, who are you?
Oh, no need to trouble yourself with me, my lord. I am but a simple custodian, a lowly servant of our gracious majesties. Though, if I had performed my duties better, perhaps there wouldn't be so much constant dying.
You mentioned constant dying. What do you mean by that?
Oh, it's no big deal. We live here in perpetual suspension. Time can't touch us, and it's all thanks to the Queen and her sisters, who decided that would be best for everyone. Well, as long as you don't sin against their majesties, then you might share my fate. Or that of Sir Stygander, who you may have encountered on your way to the castle.
He's the guy with all the mushrooms. What did you deserve punishment?
Well, I wanted to feel the softness of the royal bed. Yeah, no, don't look at me like that. It's not what you think. The Queen's honor is intact, at least where I'm concerned. But I happened to be in the chamber when King Sagremore appeared. He wasn't alone, and his companion wasn't the Queen. It was one of the harpist sisters. But shush. The king didn't notice me, but the Queen caught on to my unease. She tried to force me to confess what I had seen. I think she suspected it involved one of the king's indiscretions. In the end, I was the one who paid for his sin. Oh well, it's the lot of servants to bear the burden of their lord's transgressions.
So what was Sir Stygander's guilty of to get turned into mushrooms?
Loyalty, of course. Sir Stygander swore to our queen that he would remain faithfully by her side, and that he would take every sin of hers upon his shoulders. That was a very unfortunate pledge, as it later turned out. Now our brave and loyal Sir Stygander is atoning for sins that aren't his. But breaking his vows would be a sin in itself, requiring even more atonement. It's a no-win situation. But such is our fate.
So, will the king and queen grant me an audience to begin with?
Oh, I'm sure they will. But you might have to wait a bit. The king's schedule is completely full for the foreseeable future. And, before you ask, no, there's no way to speed it up. King Sagremore is very particular about treating all his subjects equally. Unless you're aiming to become the court jester, there's not much I can do to help. Though, now that I think about it, perhaps if the Queen's sisters put in a good word for you, you might just get to the front of the line.
Tell me about the queen's sisters.
Oh, that would be Miss Clare and the midwife. Should I elaborate about the royal family in any particular order?
Tell me about Claire.
She's the youngest of the sisters. She used to be so sweet and innocent. But now, well, I shouldn't gossip. I'm already trying to make up for that. Just know that Miss Clare isn't a bad person. She became envious of the Queen's love for the king and ended up chasing after boars who never really returned her feelings. I don't know much more than that. Talking to Miss Clare is rather, difficult. You'll see what I mean.
Okay, tell me about the midwife.
She's a wonderful woman, completely dedicated to family. Her life's mission was to bring a child to the royal couple into this world. She loves all the royal children. Unfortunately, none of them are, suited to inherit our kingdom. You'll be fine, as long as you don't insult her family.
So where can I find these queen sisters?
I'm glad you asked, my lord. All you need to do is kill me, and the keys to the sisters' chambers will reveal themselves to you.
So I have to kill you? It's easy. more questioning why I have to kill you.
Yes, exactly. It's no big deal. I've died thousands of times.
Oh, okay.
That's just how it is for me. Ever since Sagramor's kingdom was established, I've been the keeper of the keys to
I see
all
them in
the
his
chambers
hand.
in the castle. And with magic, when a spell says, guard at the cost of one's own life, well, it tends to take that phrase quite literally. If I died forever, I wouldn't be able to guard the keys anymore, right? So I come back to life every time someone needs a key from me. That's just how things work around here.
Alright, so we have to kill him.
Hello again. Have a...
No. What is this guy? Servant? He didn't drop anything, but there's a chest. There's more servants over here. Alright. An apple. What was an apple doing here? Oh crap, Jesus. That scared me. Not paying attention. 570 experience isn't bad. Hello. I've come to kill you. Get some wine. And some fish. Another person here. Oh, hello. Can't believe I missed that. Oh, the freaking tables get in the way. Wine. Coin and wine. Egg. Guess I'll get the deer pelt in case I come along any deer statues or shrines. Ooh, a rough diamond. Oh, hello. There. My blocking skill up a little bit. Cider crab. Lock seems broken. Nice and easy. Lots of fish. Okay. I guess we'll continue down this pathway. Gotta pick a direction at least. Ah, never mind. It seems broken, so I guess we've completed this area as far as we can go. Let's head back upstairs. Can't go this way. That's the audience. Those are probably the sisters. That lock's broken. Is upstairs the only way I can go? This guy said to kill him, but when I talk to him, it just says leave. I don't know if I'm supposed to hit him right now or find him later to kill him. Alright, let's head upstairs. There's a few people here. Oh. There we go. Oh crap. Alright, that should do it. Lots of wine. Lots of alcohol around here. Look at this banquet. And then a heart, of course. I gotta do some cooking. Oath of Famine. What does that do? Is a two-handed. Applies massive poison buildup. Let's get all the alcohol. Remains closed. Can I interact with this at all? No. Ooh. Nothing down here. I was looking for like a chest. No chest. Sorry. Can't let you hit me. Let's go this way. Lots of portraits. More wine, more cider. Nope, can't go through there. Requires a key. Alright, let's try this way. There's an enemy up here. Oats, cabbage, pork ale. I don't see anything else. So maybe we do have to just attack him. Maybe that'll trigger some kind of fight with him. That way remains locked. No secret trigger by the fireplace. We can go up a little further. Get the... Oh, on critical hit applies haste. That might be good. What is that? Is that for a weapon? A relic? Yeah. We do a lot of crits, so having it apply haste will help us speed up. Does it tell me what haste is? If I read more. Increases movement speed. Alright, that's the only places I can see to go to. Oh, I did it! I got his key. Alright. Shall we start here, maybe? No, that's not it. Maybe this way. No. There was a place up here that I needed a key. Not there. Right over here, maybe? Yes. That's a giant book. Oh, it teleported us. Whoa. There's so much alcohol in this place. Everywhere you turn. There's a way up there, but let's head up here first. Might as well take all the alcohol. Alright, now let's go over here and go up. See you, buddy. What are those? Let's take your stuff. Hello there.
Pause. No, not pause. Pause in the letters. The letters to pause, to beloved.
What letters?
These, all of them, I write.
How long have you been writing them?
Letters to beloved, pause. I write.
I'm looking for a druidic tablet. Do you know anything about that?
I write only letters to pause, to beloved. Yours, Claire. Sister has a tablet. Once she had it. Once, sister.
Where can I find your sister?
In Sagramor's arms. Once. Me in Boar's arms. Forever. Yours, Claire.
Okay, let's leave.
I write.
If I want to learn more about Claire, I need to read her writings. So all her writings are going to take us to a new land. Oh, this is cool.
Named Claire. She had 2 sisters, and together they resided in a resplendent castle within a land untouched by the cruelty of time. In this unchanging realm, there was neither the sorrow of endings nor the joy of beginnings. No sunrises, no sunsets, and no seasons to mark the days. Such was the design of the eldest sister, whose insatiable hunger for control bound the kingdom in eternal stillness. She hoarded love and devotion as a dragon hoards treasure. Yet for all her power, her heart remained empty, cursed to feel nothing for eternity. Claire, the youngest and gentlest of the sisters, moved quietly through the cold, unchanging halls. Her beauty was, too, untouched by age or hardship. Yet unlike her sisters, Claire possessed a secret, a flicker of defiance against the curse that gripped their land. Her heart remained free, protected by a force beyond even her eldest sister's reach. True love. This love bound her to a noble young man named Bors, whose memory was her light in the kingdom's shadow, though torn apart by dark magic. Claire refused to surrender to despair. She knew that giving up hope would mean losing herself entirely, succumbing to the same cold emptiness that claimed her sisters. So she endured, her heart steadfast in its belief that love could shatter even the darkest of spells, and that one day, somehow, she and Bors would reunite. It was the height of summer when young Bors first laid eyes on the maiden of his heart, working in the fields, his skin bronzed by the sun. He paused as the sound of hooves drew near. A lone maiden approached, her hair shimmering like spun gold, her cheeks rosy and her waist snugly drawn into a spring green corset. While the other peasants bowed their heads, Bors stared unabashedly. Sensing his gaze, the maiden turned sharply, startling her steed. The horse reared and she tumbled from the saddle, straight into Bors's waiting arms. Their eyes met, and in that instant, the maiden felt herself lost. A warmth bloomed upon her cheeks, but a deep foreboding.
Okay, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Let's go to the next stream. Let's head up here now. I wanted to do that one first because it was further away. These two are kind of close together. Okay, let's start here.
Long ago, there lived a maiden named Claire, fair of face and gentle of heart, cursed by her cruel sister to remain imprisoned in a high tower. Forbidden to step beyond its walls or look out of the window, she spent her days weaving a tapestry of the outside world, a world she could glimpse only through the reflection in an enchanted mirror. Yet Claire dared not lift her eyes from the loom, for the curse was absolute. If she ever stopped her weaving to gaze out the window herself, the fragile thread of her life would snap. One day, the mirror revealed a grand procession on the road below. Among them rode a knight clad in gleaming silver armor, a sapphire cape following behind him. His warm eyes and copper hair struck Claire's heart with longing. Unable to resist, she rose and stepped toward the window for a glimpse of the gallant knight. The moment she moved, a terrible pain gripped her chest and the mirror shattered. Claire, knowing the curse had claimed her, fled the tower. She reached the road just as the procession passed, grasped the knight's cape, and collapsed. Sir Bors turned a sudden tug, leapt from his horse and caught her. Her breath grew faint, and she whispered, "Do not grieve, for I am glad to have seen you, my knight." With those words, her spirit departed. Sir Bors wept bitterly, for never had he seen a maiden of such beauty and grace. His heart swelled with both joy and despair, for he knew he would never again love another as he loved the fair and cursed maiden, Claire.
Got one more to go to. And then we'll know Claire's story.
In the days of King Sagramore, there lived Bors, a wandering minstrel whose songs were famed for their beauty and sorrow. Among his melodies was one that bore the weight of his heart, the ballad of a lady named Claire. Claire, a noblewoman of unmatched grace, had been betrayed by her jealous sister, who sold her to a rival lord for power. Locked in a distant tower, her pleas for rescue went unheard. But Bors, who had once sung for her in her father's court and fallen deeply in love, learned of her plight and vowed to save her. He journeyed to the castle where she was held and sang beneath its mist-shrouded walls each night, hoping she might hear him. At last, a faint voice joined his song. Claire, her spirit unbroken despite her captivity, determined, Bors devised a daring plan. Each evening he sang in the castle hall, lulling the court into an enchanted trance. When the moment was right, he slipped away to free Claire. Together they fled through shadowed halls, hearts pounding with hope. But as they reached the forest edge, disaster struck. The alarm was raised, and the guards gave chase. Armed only with his lute, Bors faced the guards to protect Claire. In the struggle, he was struck down, his body falling beside his broken lute. Claire was dragged back to the castle, her heart forever bound to the minstrel who had died for her.
Oh, there's one more. I managed to defeat all 3 of Bor's incarnations. So now this should return us to Claire, right? Yep, back to the Sycamore's castle.
I was writing something important. Do you know what it was?
You're writing love letters to Bors, don't you remember?
Yes, Bors, my former lover. I have fond memories of him.
You seem madly in love with him.
Really? Perhaps that was true once. I longed for my own Sagramore. I craved love, true love. A beloved, not a dog. My dearest Bors, I'm sorry.
You mentioned a sister earlier. Who is she?
My sister. I have 2 sisters. One older and another the eldest.
Okay, tell me about the eldest.
She's the caregiver. She nurtures. She helps. She tries.
Tell me about the middle sister.
She wanted Sagramore. She wanted the crown. She has everything except love.
And does she have a druidic tablet?
She does. She holds the power of the men here. She has everything.
Why doesn't she have love?
She has no desire for love. She wants to rule. Love is not necessary. Power is. Fear is.
How can I reach her chamber?
It's at the very top, above all else. To see everything. To hear everything. everything.
Better yet, tell me where I just went.
Here, you've read these notes on the stacks of paper. My handwriting. I must have written them, yes.
So you haven't seen anything strange happening to me?
Strange? No, I'm sorry. Enough. She sees all, hears all. Her arms are long. They're everywhere. Go now, go.
46! I don't think I can level up in here. No. Alright, let's go see the midwife now. Back through the portal. Alright, let's try these doors. Might be downstairs though. I guess there's just the one door. This could be it. Midwife's chamber. What does this go to? I need the key to the chapel. Maybe I'll get that next. Ah, no alcohol in there. Oh wow, that's scary. This is creepy. Look at all the cribs. Sweet Brita climbed up the tower, and now her shattered little body lies broken down below. And deep in the night she swore to the end of her mother's reigns, but the queen knew her daughter well. Blood calls to blood, and in the end blood was all that remained. Can't interact with that at all. He loved the garden swing, soaring up and down, up and down, up and down, till the branch snapped, his skull cracked, and the swing was no more. The crown prince was handsome and fair, beloved by all, or so he thought, for he could never tell a friend from a foe.
Who goes there? Are you here to see the children? Oh, my sweet babies. I lost them. I lost them all before they even got here. They scattered, poor things, like dandelions in the wind.
I hoped you'd help me get an audience with the queen.
The queen? She wants nothing to do with me. I failed her so terribly that she no longer wishes to see me. I've fallen so far from her good graces. But I will make it right. You'll see. I just need the children here, safe and sound. Maybe when she sees them, even as they are, she will love them just as much as I do.
You've lost the queen's children?
My little flowers. They're all gone. Met their grim fates within these castle walls. They die and die at the hands of those who should have loved them, or through their neglect. Poor little things. They deserved so much better. After all, they were barely more than blood on our sister's white sheets.
If the children were never born, then how could you have lost them?
They are here because I wished for them so desperately. I hoped my sister would be happy. But you cannot force something that was never meant to be. Yet I tried and tried and tried. Now they haunt my dreams and waking hours, while the queen has forgotten she ever carried them under her heart.
You're not making any sense.
No, I swear they are here. They are all here. Our little princes and princesses. They never were, and never will be. Yet they give me no rest. Last night, I dreamt of our brave Wieland pierced by 100 arrows. 2 nights before, he was swallowed by the water. He never left his mother's womb, yet he calls to me always. But I cannot find him. So I write. I write when he last showed himself to me, so I'd know, so I could go to him if I ever had a moment of peace.
I can help you find the children.
Really? You'd do that? And you won't hurt them, will you? Please, I cannot bear to hear their cries anymore. I need them close, so I can watch over them as I was meant to. If I could keep that one promise I made to my sister, perhaps then I could finally know peace.
Do you have any idea where I should start searching for the missing children?
Let me think. I know the Crown Prince loved to stand on the balcony, gazing down at the gardens, watching the legacy that will never come to be. Little Noah, covered in blood. His mother would wash him again and again, scrubbing endlessly. It feels like he rarely leaves the bathtub. Oh, and Hugo, such a sweet child, sleeping soundly in his cot, sleeping and sleeping, always and forever. He has his favorite lullaby.
Okay, so we have to find these children. Loved watching the royal gardens from the balcony. We know where that would be at. That'd be at the top of the stairs over here. There. The servant.
He's gone. Young Prince Renard. Oh, by the gods, lost for good this time. The midwife will wring my neck with her bare hands. I can't. No, I won't go back to her like this. And the Queen, she'll do worse. Much worse. Have you ever seen her angry? Hopefully not.
What exactly happens to those who disobey the Queen?
She has ways. Cruel ways. The lash is the kindest punishment among all of them. My favorite.
I can tell. Do you have any ideas where he might have gone?
Oh, yes, of course. Straight into the void. He stood there for a long while, just staring into the well. And then he was gone. He just stepped in like it was the most natural thing in the world.
Why did you jump after him?
Are you mad? Who would do it? Jump into that void? You're not being serious.
What awaits me below?
Oh, surely you don't mean to. Oh, may the gods watch over you. Or, no, wait. Better they don't look upon someone heading into a place like that. They might feel disgusted. But I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Remember, everything you do is being judged.
Great. In we go. Hello there. What the heck is that? There we go. Ooh, an entry. A white. Every now and then someone claims to have bravely escaped from their life after encountering a weird slime that turned into a white. Such tales, however, are rarely believed. Oh, it's kind of like a slime. We did see a slime before. And the self-proclaimed survivors are dismissed as braggarts or drunks. Everyone knows that whites are whites and weird slimes are weird slimes. Whites are fast and aggressive when approached, and their attacks are difficult to avoid. Yet, they turn defensive when their attacks gain distance. The two creatures couldn't be more different. Surely those who claim otherwise must be either mad or lying. Oh, hello.
Did the midwife send you? Or was it that coward who's supposed to be keeping me under their heel?
Who are you?
The firstborn of the king and queen. A proper little princeling. Almost grown. Though life has never tested me thanks to the comfort I was raised in. Which is why I'm full of whims. Why I think only of trivialities. Why I'm just a gilded youth, unable to appreciate what I have. I won't bother listing every one of my vices.
So why did that thing attack me?
Don't take it personally. You're not that special. Nobody is. I just wanted you to leave me alone. But as always, everything in this house proves hopelessly useless. Any form of service, flawed and feeble. They lack competence. next time I'll find a deeper despair and an emptier void to hide in. Mother won't be pleased with how miserably the court servants perform their duties. She never handled disobedience well. Well then, we can skip pedagogical lectures, as I know you'll force me to return at the end. And later, I'll try to run away again.
Your mother never handled disobedience well? What do you mean?
Of all my mother's obsessions, control is her greatest. Everything must bend to her will. That's why I take so much pleasure in defying her. Poor father, letting her trample him like that. It seems a crown on a man's head weighs him down and dulls his mind. The charms of power.
Tell me more about your father.
They say I take after him. Look closely, and you'll see all you need to know. How pitiful I must be then.
Why don't you want to go back above?
Above? What above? There's nothing there either. Here, emptiness turns into more emptiness. Nothing begins, nothing ends. The same, over and over again. I'll tell you something. This place, all this darkness and silence, is no different from what awaits us in the gardens, the halls, or the chambers.
So time to go back to the midwife. I saved you.
Spare yourself the trouble. You don't have to drag me by the hand. I know the way back. The Queen's little lapdog. Phew.
Alright, there's one kid down. Now we gotta get Hugo and Noah. Hugo could be peacefully sleeping. What was the other one? Quest. And Noah might be somewhere where the servants, they were constantly bathing him. So, bath and sleeping. How do I get back? There. Bathing and sleeping. So if they said they were eating, I would look in here. This is the banquet. That's Claire. Nothing up here. Oh! Fell. Sleeping would be in these bunks. Oh, there's a bath. Ugh. Must be Hugo.
Why did you kill me? I didn't want to. I didn't want to be like that.
Who are you?
Mum, she used to call me Little Fish sometimes. When she was in a good mood. But when she wasn't, she'd call me bastard, misfortune, or mistake. Once, during a bath, I cried that the water was too hot. So she pushed me fully underwater and held me there until I learned. After that, the water was always cold.
Who is your mother?
Mama is the most important one. She controls everything. Everything rests on her shoulders. I can't disturb her.
And your father?
Father is the king, and usually just sits on the throne. Mama always said he was busy, but he just sits there.
What happened to you after you died?
Then I was here, sitting in the water, and I never cried again.
Okay, maybe another white we have to face? No, that was it. We just had to find him. Okay, I'm looking in these beds, and I don't see... Oh, locked chest. Might as well get that. A lot of locked chests. Okay, I gotta find where the child is sleeping at. Just did an autosave. I don't see any babies anymore. Is it in here? No. Okay, we have to find this last one. Here. Yeah. A banshee. Banshees are not born, they are left behind. They are spirits forever damned to haunt this place where they were torn into being by violent death. After the dead finally fall silent, banshees appear to carry their agony, wailing in torment, lashing out in anger and in fear, blind to anything but the suffering that made them. They attack all who approach, friend, foe, or kin. To face one is to be seen by grief incarnate. That's all of them. Now we gotta return to the midwife. I think she's up here. Let's let her know that we got all the children. They're all safe now. Oh, there he is. And then, oh, I thought they'd be in bed. Oh, there's the other one. And then there's the other one. Okay, they're all here.
They are here. All of them. My sweet little petals. I'm so sorry. I should have tried so hard to bring you into this world. But maybe now we can set you free. You will help us, won't you, stranger?
First, tell me what happened here.
Fate has made a mockery of us all. Our deepest desires have been laid bare, twisted into instruments of our torment. Take these poor little creatures. They have no place in this world, yet they are forced into it and out of it, again and again. But our sister wished for them, and here, her word is the only law.
What can I do?
My sister's reign must end. It's brought us horror upon horror, all because of her fear and obsession. She thought she could forge fate with power, but she was wrong. Fate is inevitable, and the one she claimed was never hers to begin with. Yet we are the ones who suffer the most.
Hello again, my lord. Are you ready for your audience with the king and queen?
What will it be like?
Nobody knows. The king and queen haven't granted an audience to anyone in years. All these poor, lost souls will never get their turn. Only Stygander and I are aware of the passage of time. The rest are stuck, frozen in the moment. But we're not allowed in the throne room, so we have no idea what's going on with the king and queen. If I were you, I'd be sure to mind your manners and follow every order, for your own safety.
Tell me more about the queen and her sisters.
Ah, I see you're trying to coax a little gossip out of me. I appreciate the effort. You're the only one around here who can hold a normal conversation. Not many people know, that the 3 sisters are Bandrui, female druids. Interesting, isn't it? Not all druids allow women to engage in their noble profession. They didn't care, though. They did their work, and they did it well. One day, they delivered a prophecy to Sagramore, telling him he was destined to be the next King Arthur. Our king took their words to heart, and made one of them his queen. The other sisters helped the queen maintain the kingdom in its current state. It's not for me to say whether it's right or not. I know my place and the role I've been given. Hello again. Are you ready?
Alright, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I'd like to enter.
As you wish. Here is the most precious of all keys. It will open the doors leading to the throne room. Oh, and you might have an occasion to see the royal chapel. Please, don't forget us. Damned for all eternity.